Have you ever had to feed an entire container of raspberries to your chicken as soon as you brought them home because they were moldy? Have you ever wanted to plant something in the ground once and then not have to replant it every year, but still get delicious food from it? Do you also live in a climate that becomes a subarctic wasteland for most or parts of the year? Well then buckle up folks, because in this video, we're gonna show you 5 productive, delicious, perennial food crops that just survived a Zone 2 Alaskan winter at -50 below. Number 5 on the list is strawberries. Strawberries are an incredible perennial plant because they can produce an abundant harvest in the first year, plus they multiply and spread easily, making them a great early investment. The short about growing strawberries is to plant them in the middle of a patch where you don't mind them growing all over. Give them a light mulch, but never cover up the tops of the crowns, and water is needed for the first year. As they send out runners, move them to where you want new plants and pin them down with a rock. In a few weeks, you'll have another strawberry plant. Chances are, if you live in the northern hemisphere, you can throw a rock from where you are right now and hit a spruce or a pine tree. That's why the next plant on our list is the spruce-loving blueberry. Blueberries are heavy producers and a favorite for fresh eating or freezing for long-term storage. Normally, people don't like these trees in a food forest because they can acidify the soil by dropping pine cones and needles. But what if instead of cutting down that spruce tree on your property, you planted an acidic soil-loving food crop nearby, like this one? Next up on the list are Haskap berries, also known as honeyberries. An extremely hardy plant down to even Zone 2, this berry can be eaten fresh, but is often used in jams or jellies because of its tartness. One main advantage to Haskap berries is that they don't need acid soil like blueberries, so you can plant this in any of your other spots. They also go through their flowering cycle very quickly, which generally means that you'll have fruit very early in the season as well. Gooseberries are another new one to us, but just based on the few that I snagged last year, I could tell that this was going to be one of my favorite fruits. The fruit resembles a small melon, but it pops like a grape. The main drawback with gooseberries is that they are horrifically spiny, so be careful where you choose to plant this bad mamma jamma. But the fruit is so worth it, and one you won't see in the store because it isn't shelf stable. Pick a full or partial sun edge of your property and get a hedge of this going ASAP. Number 1 on our list is the legendary apple tree. Apples can be used in so many different ways and are so hardy that they might even recover if you let a moose have them for dinner. Ouch. Don't waste another year. Head to your local nursery, pick out your favorite variety that has been grafted onto a cold, hardy rootstock, and plant it in an area that doesn't get standing water. Speaking of which, we invited our Foxfire family out for an extremely memorable day planting a few more apple trees. One of our other apple trees wasn't so lucky after being munched by a moose, so 4 generations of family came together to celebrate a beautiful day outside and plant a tree symbolic of the brave new world we live in. Every plant featured in this video is hardy down to Zone 2 or 3, but be sure to pay attention to which type of plant you buy because some may not be as cold hardy as others. To set trees up to survive our winters, we clear the mulch, dig a hole about twice the size of the pot, and then bury the tree without burying the graft. And make sure that the tree is straight up and down, fill the hole back in, replace the wood chips, and water as needed for the first year. After that first year, the wood chips will absorb so much moisture that even after a 2-week drought at 75 degrees plus, the surface of the soil is still damp and active. We have so many more plants that we would love to share, but that's gonna do it for now, folks. If we missed one of your favorites, drop it in the comments below because we always appreciate recommendations. We hope that this video has inspired you to get out and plant something in the ground with someone you love. Go make a memory and leave a legacy that could outlast you both.
Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, I love this swing. You like this swing?
Yeah.